Hello and welcome to Once Upon a Tavern, Oh fuck, I forgot to prep one today. I don't got anything.
Only Dungeons and Dragons stream with a shirtless Mitch.
Hey! Mitch now joining us via webcam. All right. Just looking over there. Hey, Bill, could we do no battle map for now?
Oh, yes, sir. Sorry, thank you.
We don't need to see me. No, it's cool.
That's
For
fine.
every 1,000 bits
Seth's
cheered
like-
to the stream,
I put so much work into moving
my.
my entire setup into this tavern.
Seth's like, I can't believe it. Seth's like, I can't believe it. I'm on a Dungeons and Dragons stream.
Mike Wazowski reference. Bravo.
So, welcome to our Dungeons and Dragons game, where every week we sit around and play Dungeons and Dragons. Normally it's in a basement, but due to COVID-19, it is now via remote. So that's what we are up to. Before we get started, though, we've got just a couple announcements. Number one, our YouTube channel is fully up to date with last week's episode. I haven't watched it, so if it sucks, I'm sorry. This isn't, we don't have a totally like incredible air of quality going on right now, but it's certainly not as good as it has been. So thank you for tuning in at the very least, and we hope you're still enjoying along. Number two, we are one episode behind on our podcast right now, but if that's how you prefer to listen to catch up at episodes, everything up until episode 9 is up on our podcast right now, which is Once Upon a Tavern. Find us wherever podcasts are listened to. Next up, if you want to listen to the music right now, I know I play music every once in a while. If you're interested in listening along to that, we have a link floating around in the chat. I know Seth's talking about working on a bot. I don't know if that's a thing, but we have a link floating around in there it is. Nice. All right. So that link will take you to our Discord server where you can join in on the Spotify app that they have to listen along with the music. Right now, there's nothing playing. So if you're joining now, it's working. And finally, our most important announcement is you can now subscribe to Once Upon a Tavern.
Woo!
Woo! Thanks to the very tireless efforts of Bill and Seth getting us set up on that. I am by no means encouraging you or asking you to spend real money on us now.
I am.
No,
I wouldn't.
You need that money more than we do. However, if you do have a Twitch Prime subscription that you don't really know what to do with, and you already are spending that money, I will encourage you to give us that. Especially since Critical Role's not even putting out real content right now. So take that subscription and give it to us until they come back. And by the time they come back, you won't want to give it back. So there it is.
Is there a bunch of hacks? No, they already make millions. They don't need it.
They don't need it. We need it.
Is it? Go ahead and ring that
I
bell.
haven't
Is
eaten.
that what it is?
It's a quarantine. I haven't eaten in days.
So yes, if you have a Twitch Prime subscription, please put it to us. If not, wait till this is all over before you spend any real money, because I could never ask that of you guys. It's too mean. All right. With that being said, I have no other announcements unless someone has a surprise announcement for me. With that, I always knew you'd be the first. So, with that being said, I want to dive into tonight's episode of Once Upon a Tavern.
Yeah.
welcome back. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna go ahead and post this post really quick that I had forgotten to do.
Why do I always forget what you're?
My gosh, wasting precious D&D time.
Yeah, you know, I'm an asshole. I only spent all of my Saturday night prepping for today, but you know what? Fuck Ben, right? Anyway.
I'm trying.
How do you think I got pregnant?
Ooh, all right. So, where we last left the party. Notice I stopped saying our heroes.
Thank you. I feel more comfortable with that.
You all, after being attacked by an invisible stalker in the night in the Zahir home, excuse me, you all you woke in the morning and decided to go out and look for news of Zabradroxus's meeting with Senator Girgigax in the night. Upon walking through the market on the way to Girgigax's place, you discovered Zabradroxus, Zane's father, pinned to a wooden pillar on the crossroads of the market, bleeding out, dying. And the crowds just gathered around him, not doing anything. Upon you all trying to help him down, you were promptly attacked by people in white cloaks. They attacked you with crossbows and short swords and seemed very targeted and very specific toward all of you. After dispatching them, knocking one unconscious and putting one to sleep, you met up with the guard of District 4 and decided to split up. Many of you, which is Father Demetrius, Dozer, Varus, Joe, Aldous, and Sinrig, decided to seek out the garden after Sinrig aggressively interrogated a halfling who had nothing to do with this. And the rest of you, Zane, Grimald, and Zook, followed Captain Sicarone with Zabradroxus back to the guard station of District 4 to interrogate the woman who had awoken. Upon arriving, you all stepped into her interrogation chamber, and Zook began to try and read her mind with detect thoughts. As soon as she realized, she was not speaking, but as soon as she realized what Zook was doing, she became aggressive and had kind of antagonized Zabradroxus into attacking her, which gave you, Zook, another chance to try detect thoughts, this time succeeding, and this time probing into her mind to learn about that she was ordered, her and her people were ordered to don white robes and pose as the cult of Jerusalem in the attack against you guys. Upon realizing that her mind was being probed and that she was running out of options, she quickly and aggressively slammed her chin down on the table and began biting her tongue out of her mouth. As the guards began scrambling and people began freaking out and yelling, you all, the party, Zane, Grimald, and Zook, and were being pulled out of the interrogation chamber as Zook was finishing detecting her thoughts, which we will get back to. But before we start on that, I'd like to go back to the larger group who are currently in the streets after harassing a halfling.
No, don't lump us all in there. That was
and as
then,
you
don't forget, I started sprinting to try to meet up with the group.
That's correct.
You started sprinting. I had forgotten about that. We'll come back to that.
Exactly. I figured if they take
Thank you for the reminder. So with that, you all, what are we doing?
So we should make our way to this garden and subdue the Blackthorn and figure out why they are after us. Yes?
Yes, I think this is a very good idea. And also, I think it would be beneficial, I know Father Demetrius was concerned about this information that I heard about these two people talking about what was the name of the god of bloodlust you said, Father Demetrius?
Therazalos.
Therazalos. And talking so openly about Therazalos and this Janus Adonis?
Juris Adonis.
Oh yeah, that's an R, but I connect all of my letters together, so it's like an N.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Juris Adonis. I think that it would be beneficial for us to maybe some people could have conversations with people, and then the other of us could listen to other people's conversations and see all that we can gather from this place. But I think this is a very good idea, Cindric. We should head there immediately.
Let us
Does
go.
anyone
then.
know where the garden is?
I don't know. Can I ask a random person?
Certainly. Roll a charisma check.
All right. Oh, I'm not.
All right.
I'm not Leah Barabin. Here we go.
All right.
Okay. All right.
So glad I just decided to keep it.
We can hear your whispers.
18.
Again.
An 18.
Yeah.
It's now
Not even
ASMR.
Leah Barabin.
D&D group.
Ben's hair looks really good today.
It's not been cut. It's just flat. So as you look around and you approach a stall, you see just this elven woman approach her and ask her about the garden, which after
Much respectfully than Sinrig would.
yes, which she is very happy to oblige out of the respect that you had shown her. Yes, the garden. Not sure why you'd want to go, but it's just a bar. Take it 5 blocks south from here, and then turn right at the intersection, and 3 more blocks, and you can't miss it.
Thank you very much. I very much appreciate the information.
Of course, happy to help. So you have the information on where to find the garden.
All right.
One moment. Does anybody know if the senator is okay?
What senator? Oh, your gaps.
Considering his bodyguard was strung up in the streets, maybe.
Didn't he leave? He was going to do business.
I would assume that Zane and Grimold will make sure this is okay. Yes,
Yeah, I think that
they went that way. I think. I'm unfamiliar with the city. I don't know.
Don't get me wrong, so am I. And considering he is the person I suspect most, that I am not surprised. However, if he is perhaps injured in some way, that would clear his name if he had been also attacked, which would help us narrow down our suspect. So, while I do appreciate this line of questioning, I think we should continue. I just wanted to bring up the fact that if something had happened to him, then we definitely know it wasn't his idea.
Another thing we can add to the list of people we must get information about.
Yes, I think this is good. I know exactly where the garden is, so if you guys would like to follow me, I can lead us the way. It is several blocks this way, and then you turn this way at the intersection, and several blocks that way.
And so it is.
And so
what-
it is.
One question: what is a block?
And with that,
They
you
have
all
them in
begin
District
to
3.
walk and explain blocks to Sinrig. And
So there are
Make your-
multiple definitions of blocks. Blocks could be a length in which one walks, but also a block is something that is used in which to build buildings. You understand?
Sure.
Also, to bar somebody's way is to block them.
Oh yes, this is
So I can also block.
So I know a few of these meanings. I just do not know in terms of a street. And-
measurement. It is a measurement of
It is one street to another.
Yes.
It's like this street, the next street is a block.
What if one street is longer or shorter than another? Is it still a block?
It's still a block, it doesn't matter. That's the fun part. It doesn't change.
A very fluid term of measurement, but okay.
That's a very sophisticated thing.
No, it's not fluid though. It's solid. They are blocks.
I know it's confusing because I am fluid as well.
But in our plane, they are solid.
They're fluid blocks.
Oh my god. Yeah, sure. So let's just go blocks and we will.
You all walk through the streets in the late morning, making your way, following Joe, making your way to the garden. Upon arriving, you see the outside is no windows at all. There is a door with a couple people hanging outside. They don't seem to be guards, but look to be more just patrons hanging out, speaking to each other quietly, and no one seems to pay any attention to you all as you walk up. What do you do?
Go in.
Okay.
No one stopped us, right?
No one stopped you.
Yeah.
I'm going to go in. I'm going to go up to the bar and I'm going to order a beverage.
Well, as you walk in, you look around at this elegant, wide open space. It has a red lit bar on the left side of the room and an open lounge space on the other side. Couches and chairs are arranged around the smoky area of the lounge with no particular strategy, and a fireplace burns. It's still fairly early in the day, as I said, and not many people are here, but the few that are there are speaking quietly to each other while smoking hookah, some women sitting around them. As you all walk in, an elven man very quickly approaches you before you could make a beeline for the bar, and it's clean cut. He's wearing a robe that's open, revealing his chest, and he sees you all and just gives you a smile. He goes, "Welcome to the garden. Business or pleasure?"
Business. We must speak with the Blackthorn, please.
Roll a persuasion check.
I love it. Get shit done with Cinder. Just like
It's a risky move. Let's see how this plays out.
I love it.
It's a bold move, Cotton.
GPUs are overrated.
There we go.
13.
13.
Yeah.
He looks at you up and down with a little smile, and he's just, "Why don't you follow me?" And brings you to the right into the lounge area, to an area that with three large couches, a table in the center, and he gestures for you all to sit.
Were we supposed to like say something? Was there like a code?
No.
Clearly, we did not need one.
Do you all sit?
I do. Yes.
Okay. Is there enough seats for all of us? How many are there again?
Yeah, it's 3 large couches, so
All
there's
right.
definitely enough for you
I
guys.
kind of want to stand, if that's okay, and let Cinna sit in my spot.
Sure. He looks around and he goes, "Is there anything I can get you to drink?"
Do you have any ale?
I have some very fine ale from overseas before the cataclysm, but nothing that you would find in, the acid pits.
How much?
For this ale, as I suppose if you have to ask, you really can't afford it. I could bring a bottle of cheap red wine, if that would help.
We would love some wine, yes.
Sure, yes. I guess wine would suffice.
Very well. I will be back. And he walks away.
I'm gonna say, everybody be careful. This is a place of non-assassins. Perhaps we should not drink anything. We don't know what it is in it.
I actually have a thing for the brewer's supplies. I was looking at this the other day. I can actually do a check. I have like a proficiency on it to detect if a beverage is poison.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I can check.
If you roll.
He's not gone long before he comes back with a tray of wine glasses and 2 bottles of red wine, and he sets it down and he goes, "I figured you would probably need 2." And sets them down and sets the glasses around, and the bottles are in the center, and he goes, we will be with you shortly," and walks away.
All right, I'm gonna take the bottle and pour it in a glass and swirl it around and sniff it and look at it.
Sure, stand by. Let me see what those are again.
I can also look some up if somebody wants to.
If it's a red, do you have to let it breathe?
It's a cheap red, so it doesn't matter.
fingers.
It's a table red. It's a table red.
It's out of Xanathar's, right?
I think so, yeah. It was a weird place that I found it at. I think it was.
Yeah, I remember. Stand by real quick.
Taylor's hair looks better than Ben's, though.
I could still hear you whisper.
That's not true. I need a haircut so bad. Guys. It's so long right now.
I agree with Tyler. Mike's is the best.
All right, Brewer's Supplies. Here we go. Let's see. Here we go. Detecting poison or impurities in a drink. So go ahead and roll a check. This is going to be your intelligence modifier plus your proficiency bonus here.
+2. Whatever it is, +2.
9.
You sniff it, and after sifting it around, and just it's tough to tell with all the smells hanging in the air in here if there's anything wrong with it. But as far as you can tell, it seems to be red wine.
It does not seem like there's anything bad happening with this drink, from what I can tell. Although there are lots of different atmospheric smells happening that may be.
I will try it if you'd like.
Sure, Senior Gas.
Can I pour anyone else a glass? I will pour.
Please do not drink that wine, for the God's sake. As you see an elven woman, pale skin, raven hair. She's wearing a very low-cut black dress and with rings on every finger and a black rose necklace around her neck. She comes up with another bottle and she goes, I cannot believe he even gave that to you. I'm so sorry. And she sits down in an open spot, just wherever. Sitting next to Aldous, I would say.
I'm sorry, Ben. What is she?
She's an elf.
Elf? Sorry, okay.
Truthfully, that is just a disgusting variety. This is much better. And if you are here for business, you deserve better. And she begins to pour the bottle into each glass. So, how can I help you?
I'm gonna just actively perceive for any shenanigans.
Sure.
I could insight.
You're the most distrustful fucking group ever.
Well, we went into a den of assassins without a fucking plan. What do you expect? Just wildly asking to meet the assassins. Like,
I have a plan. Attack.
I'm gonna insight.
Go ahead. And then, Mike, you were rolling a perception?
Yeah, 15.
Okay.
Also 15 on insight.
Okay. Aldous, as you're looking around the room, no one's looking at you guys. No one's seems to be interested. No one's sneaking about. People are doing their business here. As you look into the elf, she seems happy right now. She seems amused in certain ways. And I suppose I should be messaging this to you, but it's fine. She very secretive. You could tell there's so many secrets in this woman's head. So how can I help you?
Well, there was, I'm sure you were aware, an attack in the market today, and we seemed to be the targets of said attack, and we would like to know who tried to kill us. Please, thank you.
Roll a persuasion check.
Keep in mind.
Natural 20, so 19.
Try and help him, but he didn't need my help.
It's the best I can do.
She looks at you. Where are you from?
Around.
Well, what is your name?
Sinrig.
Sinrig.
Hmm.
I love it.
This is Sinna.
It's very nice to meet you, Sinna. It's nice to meet you all, and I do understand what you could take offense to, how you could take offense to being attacked in the street. I would do whatever I can to help. First,
be good, please. Yes.
my name?
Yes, yes, your name as well, but also the ones who tried to kill us. Yes.
You may call me Briar.
Briar. Oh, hey. Like,
Briar, like Briar Bridge.
Like Briar Rabbit.
Like briar thorn thing.
Yeah, like a briar patch.
It's a briar patch. That's it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is it like a shrubbery?
Kind of like a bush.
Oh,
So-
but a shrub.
Yeah, but like spiky.
Oh, okay.
So tell me about this attack. What happened?
Technically, there were two.
I believe his name is Zabradroxis, right?
Yes.
Zabradroxis here, yes.
Was left hanging in the
Danger
market,
bush.
and we appeared and tried to take him down, and then lots of people with white robes attacked us. So there was also another attack from an invisible stalker.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. The invisible stalker was me. That is true. As for the attack in the street, it was not me.
May I ask who hired you to attempt to kill us?
You may not, dear. I'm very sorry.
Understandable. Can I ask this then? How much is a job normally?
Well, I could tell you how much I was paid for last night's job.
Sure.
However, I would need something from you.
Like?
You must sit here with me and not go anywhere, no matter what you hear or what happens.
No thanks. Bye.
We will just have a conversation. You are entirely safe while in my care.
Wait, so you're saying you want us to just stay here for like how long?
She checks. She has a little pocket watch hanging from her dress and opens it up. Say about an hour.
See, this is so okay. Let's be honest here, okay? You're playing your cards. I'm going to play my cards. This is a distraction. Something else is happening right now that you don't want us to find.
No, I'm fine with being upfront with you. You just cannot leave.
Well, yes, but what is happening outside that we cannot leave to see or stop?
You must agree first.
Well, then I am not agreeing, and I'm going to leave.
It is within your right. But no, I'm being very hospitable right now.
What if,
because I like your big friend here. And
what
his
if I
little
were
furry
to
companion.
pay you with a valuable gem?
And I pull out the sapphire that was worth a lot of gold that I bought from the market, and I hold it up to her.
Roll persuasion check with advantage.
Where'd my dice go? There it is.
Fucking Cynric doing all the talking.
So good. It's so good.
16.
She holds her hand out. The attack in the street was from the White Rose. I do not know who it is, so do not ask. We keep our names away from each other purposefully. I do know the White Rose asked me to handle the invisible stalker situation last night, and thus transferred an amount of 10,000 gold to me in order to do so. I do know that you all were not the target until this morning. Only your blue friend there.
This makes sense, yes.
But when you became difficult involving the stalker, which I harbor no ill will to, they are stupid creatures that can easily be met. When you became problematic, the White Rose became more interested in all of you.
White Rose.
Can I do a history check on the White Rose?
Sure.
I'm going to roll another perception at 18, by the way, to hear for anything around me.
Nope. I got a
Yeah,
1.
history. Because
Crushed
it's
it.
not in the pamphlet.
How much did you say?
So,
Oh, I got a 1.
It was
Uh,
10,000.
As for you, Aldous, no one is looking around at you still. People are minding their business. There are no sneakies going around. Seems kosher.
16 history
Nice.
on the White Rose.
There's as far as you've heard, as far as rumors go, there are 3 leaders within the Blackthorn. There's the Red Rose, the Black Rose, and the White Rose.
Oh, okay.
As for who they are or what they represent, you're not sure.
Okay. I thought it was another like rival organization, but it's
No, it's a leader within the Blackthorn.
Okay.
So I guess my next question for you would be, if you do not succeed at first, is it another payment, or do you just keep working until the job is done?
That's complicated. If it is any outside perspective, upon a failure, I would renegotiate with my client depending on how difficult or the reason for failure. But in this case, it was an internal job. And when I failed the first time, the White Rose insisted on handling it from themselves. And so they did.
Are there many other assassin guilds in this area?
The Blackthorn is proud to be the only Assassin's Guild in the world.
Well, I mean, that's not true. But, well,
it's a joke.
Yes. There were many people that came after us. So it seems very curious that there would be so many willing assassins that were not from you.
The White Rose were the ones that sent them this morning.
Oh, so it was still...
I sent the invisible stalker last night.
Okay.
Well, that is, I guess, all we really needed to know. Do you know... Oh, yeah, no, you said you don't know the name of the White Rose, so...
I'm afraid not.
But could we speak with this White Rose, please? Thank you.
Not now.
No? Wait, no.
Find our other companion.
Because she's trying to kill us, Sinrig, and we are right now in the middle of
Not anymore. She failed the first job. Do you not listen?
Blackbriar failed the first job, and so the White Rose took it back over and was like, "Oh, I will do it then. Don't worry." And so she has not done it yet, but I believe she will not give up yet.
I do not care.
Okay.
Insight?
Go ahead.
Fuck me up, fam. What is insight? Wisdom?
Yes.
17.
I'm gonna message you.
All right.
Mm.
On what?
Facebook.
What? Just do it on Zoom. It's right here.
Can I private message people on Zoom?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you just go to
Just
and
drop down.
Oh, cool. Awesome. Okay, stand by.
April's gonna see it though, just so you know.
Anyone hadn't noticed, Oreo is behind Tyler on the couch, and it's really
Yeah.
cute.
Good to know. Good to know. Thank you.
That's his spot.
It's his. It's just
Oh,
his.
that's enough.
Oh,
Drunk a little bit.
we all got kitties.
Yeah.
I don't. I have the world's smartest dog.
I miss Pippin so much.
Kitty.
Got it. Well,
Yeah, kitty.
We showing animals?
You got cats too. Oh.
okay, all right. I believe that is all we are here for, and if we are not getting any more answers from you, we are going to leave.
Yes, we must go find our other companions and make sure that they are all right.
As long as they do not get involved, they will be fine.
I'm gonna get up and start leaving.
Yeah, same Z's.
Yeah.
I humbly request, as she shouts at you as you're leaving, do not get involved with what is happening. And if you can get word to your friends, tell them to stay out of it as well.
What do you mean? What is happening?
I'm cleaning up a mess. And with that, she stands with her wine glass and walks away.
God, such a good character.
You involved me. I didn't do anything. What the hell? How are you going to say not to?
Oh, what the hell?
Damn it.
And with that,
twice, so we're pretty involved.
There's obviously something else going on here that we are.
So with that, I'm gonna let you guys stew it over. You could chat quietly amongst yourselves through text if you'd like. But back in the prison.
Oh fuck.
Zook, I'm beginning with you. As you're being pulled out of the interrogation chamber, I'm going to give you, throughout the chaos of it all, three more dives into her mind, depending on what you're looking for. What are you looking for in her head?
Okay, so the last thing that I heard out of her head was that
you heard a male voice telling
saying,
her to find white robes, that of Juris Adonis, and go into the streets and kill these people.
I just want to get a definitive picture of who that guy was, rather than just his voice.
Okay. You don't see a face, but you do see a white cloaked dragonborn.
Everybody know who that is.
Listen, you had to make sure that there could be no doubt. There could be no doubt. I had to leave no doubt.
Look that shit.
I don't know what else. Who's still here with me? Because I know Grimold ran off.
Zabradroxus is. Zane, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm kind of trying to stick around near my father.
Okay. So them.
What I'm still inside of her head. What else should I be looking for?
What information have you been able to grab so far?
The man who put her up to this is well, I'll tell you later, but I have a general description of what he looks like.
I see. Okay. Why do you have to tell me later?
I don't know who in present company might be listening and is trustworthy or not.
I understand.
Well, as this is happening, you guys are taking a while to speak about it. Grimold, you are sprinting down the hall, turning left and then another left as you're approaching the foyer, the opening of the guard station. As you do, pull up my passive cheat sheet here really quick.
I was like, that's always terrifying when the DM pulls out the book and is like, let me see.
Yep.
Remote, as you do, you hear talking coming from the foyer. You first hear, I will ask you one more time. Allow me to pass. It kind of slows you down at this point as you hear a dragonborn voice. I told you, we have an inquisitor here right now. We cannot play ball. And at that point he says, then you leave me no choice. And you hear the sound of a blade slicing through flesh.
Oh, shit.
Do you continue to sprint around the corner?
Can I roll maybe... What would it be to remember if I recognize the voice? Would that just be...
an intelligence check.
Okay.
But I can tell you right off the bat, the voice is not recognizable.
Not recognizable. Okay. How far from the interrogation room am I?
You sprinted about You're around the corner, basically. So you turned left and then left again. It's about 40, 50 feet.
Okay, so not too far. I just heard it. I didn't see anything.
You heard. It's up to you. Are you going to go around the corner or not?
Yes, I'm going to turn the corner. Damn it.
All right. You turn the corner to see as two elves are finishing slicing up a couple of dragonborn soldiers. They have their large pointed ears, black cloth covering their face, black hoods. They are dressed to the lines in armor and a couple short swords and a couple daggers around their chest. And they look at you. And the one who's in front speaks and he goes, "That was easy. It's this Inquisitor they speak of. You certainly look like one at least."
Do I recognize the garb?
Roll a history check.
All right. That is a 10.
You don't recognize it, but they're definitely dressed as assassins. Okay. Zook and Zane, did you decide what you want to probe? You were chatting, so I'm giving you one more.
Right.
I would like to know if I could dive in and kind of figure out where her base of operations is. Like if there's something that kind of stands out as a home base.
A place that she goes regularly?
Like a place where her and her compatriots would meet up.
Regularly or in this instance?
Regularly.
Okay. You see the image of a bar, a red tint lit around it, some couches scattered around. You see the garden as it had been. You don't know it's the garden, but as I had described it earlier.
Okay. I'm losing her.
At that point, your spell cuts. The guards have shut the door. There's two guards in there right now with her as they are trying to. You see one of them's casting a healing spell at this point to try and not have her tongue fall out of her mouth.
Gross.
Back to Grimold.
Matt, did Grimold heal after that last battle at all?
We didn't have like a short rest, right?
I know a couple people ran around and cast some healing spells, but I don't know if you got any.
I blew my load.
Nice.
So at this point,
somebody healed me a little bit, but I don't seem to have it on Beyond.
Yeah, because currently you have 3 health on the overlay on stream.
At this point, the elf spins his blade and cleans it along like a towel. And he goes, "I trust you will not give us much issue."
You should not be so trusting. And I'll fire my gun and just try to run back to the room.
Roll an attack.
Son of a bitch, can we go anywhere?
I can't do
No.
anything. I can't
We
do
really
anything.
can't.
I can't do anything anymore.
Because of the ring, y'all.
Let's chuck that bitch into a volcano.
All right. That is 18.
Okay, that'll hit him.
Yeah, kill him.
And I am going to go for a tripping attack. What? Session time down.
Oops.
I can still. Okay.
D&D Beyond.
There it goes.
10 out of 10.
Get out of us. Get out of us, D&D. Yeah.
We already dragged D&D Beyond through the mud. Let's drag everyone else through the mud too.
Fix your shit, then get at us.
Never
There you
gonna
go.
talk to me, so
Okay, so it'll be 16 damage and strength check.
which they'll probably crush.
A 13 strength check.
Womp womp.
Damn it.
For save. Yeah, that did it.
Yeah, roller wins.
Oh, damn.
The bullet, as you fire, you don't even check to see if the bullet connects. You just take off back down the hall at that point as you hear him, get him! At that point, Zook, Grimald, or Zook and Zane, you two and Zabradroxus hear the gunshot, pow, through the hall, echo through the entire halls.
Can we go anywhere?
Oh, this is not good.
We're up.
Yeah.
Carry me.
So I'm gonna
Carry me.
you.
Thank
Okay.
you. Little legs can't move quick.
I'm not fully healed either. So
Zabradroxus is looking around like frantically. He's like, "What is happening?"
Our boy's in trouble. He goes pew pew when he gets in trouble.
And now Grimald runs around the corner back to all of you.
Oh, you okay?
Assassins are here.
Oh, you're not okay.
Zabradroxus
looks
around. He goes, "Cleanup crew."
Well, now's our chance to get back at them for what they've done to you, Father.
It's a cleanup crew, Zane. They do not mess around.
I mean, we can. Do you want to hide? We can hide. I'm really good at that one.
There are 4 of us plus all the guards.
How many are with them, Grimald?
You said it was 2, right?
5. Sorry. There were
5. Oh, yeah. No, I misheard.
Were they killing
Kinda
2
close.
guards? Is that what you were saying?
2 were killing them. 3 were
2 were
standing by the door.
Ah, wow. Okay. Well,
There are 5 of them.
5.
Oh.
No doubt they expected you would be here.
We can see how bad of a state you're in, right?
Yeah, he's bloodied.
I'm pretty bloody too. I'm
We must make
Not
it
quite
back
bloody,
to
but-
Aldous. He is our priority.
At this point,
Fine.
2 assassins step around the corner
Oh.
with light crossbows drawn. They fire one at Grimald and one at Zane.
Miss. Because I forgot to say I drank my potion.
Grimald, a 19.
That's a hit.
Yeah, you should use roll 20. It's been working really well for me, Ben.
Grimald, that is 7 piercing damage.
16 more until you get a crit.
Zane, that's a 15.
No.
All right, so that one grazes off your armor. This other bolt hits Grimald right in the arm, right in the shoulder.
And I drop.
And he drops.
I think
Again, walking closer.
Fuck out.
Grab him. Let's lock ourselves in the cell.
Damn it. I was literally about to say, with us like circled up, can we do this? I was just going to chug the potion. And then we started talking and I got distracted.
You are unconscious now. So,
Yes.
Zook and Zane. Zabradroxus looks ready to do whatever you two decide, but you got to decide quickly.
Yeah.
So, like, we're right outside the cell that they were interrogating her in, right?
Yeah, the guards are looking outside, like, what the hell's going on at this point.
We grab him, drag him into the cell.
Yeah, you're on my back, right? So I will grab him and drag him back.
Okay.
And we close the door of the cell.
You open up the door. It's less a cell and more of an interrogation room. So it's not like barred. There's doors, there's glass. You shut the door. There is no lock on this side.
And so now in the room is myself, Grimald's body, Zane, Zabadroxus,
2 guards, and the currently bleeding assassin.
Hey, that's 8. I know my fingers are disappearing, but that's 8. Rope trick.
Okay. You're casting rope trick. 1 second.
That's awesome.
Every
Is that like rope in Pokemon?
Every time. Rope trick, every time.
Give me some time and some money, and I can make my bag of tricks much deeper. But right now, not much.
Okay, casting time's an action, so you could cast it, but you would all be climbing up into the rope as they're opening the door at this point. So, is that what you want to do?
Someone bar the door. Hold the door.
Oh, I'm
Hold the door. Oh.
Yeah,
oh. Hang on.
Ooh, yeah. Okay.
Hold on. I'm not gonna cast Rope Trick yet. I'm gonna enlarge Zabadroxus.
okay.
You're going to enlarge Zabradroxus.
Yeah.
I've got an idea as well.
Okay.
And I tell him, Zabadroxus, hold the door.
He does.
Wait.
He gets advantage on strength checks.
Okay, so with that,
Amazing.
His weight is multiplied by 8.
I
He's
like
a
it.
big boy.
I like it.
Father, I've got an idea. If when
He
the door
says,
opens,
towering above you.
if when the door opens, I pull him in with my lightning lure, then you shut the door. We can take just the one on with well, I guess 6 of us, because you'll be holding the door, and
Don't count me.
he's unconscious.
Grimrold, roll a death save.
Oh yeah, that too.
That also
That's a 13. All right.
All right, that's one success.
Somebody get him.
He is going to hold the door, and as he does, he says, "Are you sure?" And really quickly, they start trying to bang on the door. They can't get it open. He's holding them right now.
He's a big boy.
Maybe I should stabilize him first.
Oh,
But then I think that's our best option. I will attempt to stabilize.
Don't talk about it. Be about it.
Be about it. All right, here we go. Roll 20 gods. Hook me up. It's just medicine, right?
Yes, it's a medicine check.
19.
All right, then he is stable at this point as you stop the bleeding on his wound, on the crossbow wound, and yeah, you guys are now just in here. At this point, give me 1 second. Great. You're going to do this, so I'm going to need to have you guys roll for initiative. Just Zane and Zook, because Grimald is still unconscious at this time, so he can't roll for initiative. And just give me 1 second. I actually forgot to get this one thing together. So give me 1 second.
Not terrible.
It's really annoying me because I'm almost positive that Demetrius gave me some healing.
Demetrius, did you give him healing?
I don't think I would have.
Because there was a cluster of us that you cast over all or something like that.
I didn't cast on everybody. I healed Sinrig, and then I healed Zane, and then
You also healed me.
I healed Zabadroxus.
Oh,
that was
Varys healed me.
3. That was 3 of my level 2.
Okay.
Did you cast
level
aid,
1.
Colin?
Huh?
Yes.
Colin casted aid.
Did that give? What's his
That
name?
might have been what I was thinking that hit me.
You would
It
have had.
lasts 8 hours.
You would have got temp HP if that's what hit you.
It was 5 temp HP.
Did you target him?
So,
I may have gotten hit after that. Never mind.
Yeah,
I
I
was
mean,
still chasing the guy when that happened.
at the end of the day, when it comes to a week's worth of a break, I would just say that D&D Beyond doesn't lie, and you probably marked it and just are hoping against hope, and I get it. But
Just for the record, by the way, 8 isn't temp HP. It increases your maximum, and you get 5 HP, not temp. Just
still for 8 hours though.
Yeah. It's temporary max HP, but it's not the same as temp HP, just because those don't stack. So if there was another spell that gave you temp HP,
Gotcha.
you know what I mean? Just
Yeah. No, good on you. Appreciate it.
so I don't know why I can never remember.
Oh shit.
Who wins ties, but I would have had to use Arcane Deflection. But I still wouldn't. I wouldn't have gotten hit, but I would have had to use. It's a war magic ability.
Attacker always wins ties.
Right. Yeah.
So would you have been hit or
No.
Okay.
I just would have had to use an ability.
Oh well, then you got to call it when that happens. It won't work now. You guys can see Roll20 right now, right?
Yep.
Okay, and then
Mark.
I'm missing Zook.
What?
Wait, do you have a new battle map up?
Yeah, I currently have one up.
Oh no, I have the market.
No, we still have the
Oh,
market.
I sorry. Hang on. Let me see if I could figure out how to get you all here. Oh, I see.
Trying to change them.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, cool. And a very large Zebdroxus.
Yeah.
Well.
Taking up the entire room.
You're gonna have to just give me the benefit of the doubt here. I gotta figure out these guards too. This is not what I was expecting. So just let this be a lesson in DMs. Oh, we've got.
Don't let satisfy
Especially with us.
That's the lesson.
Yeah, so Matt, I'm pretty sure I just healed Tyler twice, Zabadroxus once, and Mark once.
No, I was thinking of the aid.
Those are all my spells.
It was Varus giving aid. That was what it was. But I know that was a little bit earlier in the combat, and I chased after, so I think I took more damage.
And I'm just gonna have to use Zabradrox's token for the 2 guards. And she's not gonna help you fight anyway, so she doesn't. She's restrained. So they are not even gonna fit in here. You guys are all packed in at this point. So that's your situation. You guys.
I love it. Everybody's looking a different direction. Everybody was looking a different.
We're like a '90s album cover.
I've got 2 monitors, so.
Can we just really quick do a Brady Bunch real quick? Hold on. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
I'm getting set up, so now.
I don't know what that is.
I gotta pull up. the
Yeah, I don't know where I am on everyone.
Okay, so I
I
gotta
guess I
look.
can look.
Yeah, look at the stream.
Colin's
I
in the
gotta look
middle.
that way.
Yeah.
Fucking white.
Oh yeah, I forgot. This doesn't work because everybody's is different.
2 of the 3 directions I looked in have no one around.
I look that way.
That's me, Mitch.
Wait, is this? What does it look like on the stream? Who am I next
Mitch
to?
is on the top left.
Me.
You
Mike
guys
and
are
April bottom left.
So
Yeah.
look up.
Currently
Oh,
looks like a
who's
nightmare.
above me?
1 second.
Me.
Mark and Colin.
Oh, do you have a drink?
What?
Do you want one?
I do, yeah.
You're ready? I'm gonna give it to you.
Nope.
What?
You do one of these and just like lift.
Why
it
didn't
up.
you do it? You were supposed to do it.
You were supposed to do it. You really let us
Mark,
down
were
on
you
that
watching
one.
the
I meant-
stream and not the...
Yes, I was watching the stream and not the. Whoops. Nailed it.
He was gonna grab the cup. There was just a 4-minute delay.
Let me just get it. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Crushed it.
Dumbest fucking thing ever. That
Everything I touch turns to gold, so.
Listen, for you to expect sending water over the internet to not have a download time is honestly selfish.
Yeah, honestly.
Yes, water.
At some point, this shit's going to space, so you gotta just give it a second.
The
Okay.
internet is just a
Seth,
series of feeds, guys.
Take this.
Yeah, just water pipes.
It's dangerous to go
No, I went the
alone.
wrong way.
Take
Hang on,
this.
Seth.
No,
Okay,
it's
you're
a truck.
Thank you. I was gonna say it's hard to cover that
Okay.
corner.
Okay, we are good for the most part. So with that being said, sorry about the delay, guys.
We're doing hilarious shit. Don't worry.
Yeah, we were awesome. We crushed
I don't
it.
know if hilarious is the appropriate adjective.
Oh, I'm mirrored.
Yes.
Colin, I've got an itch on my
I
back.
grabbed
I
from
can't
the
reach
wrong
it. Can you get it for me?
Oh my God! How did they do it?
It's bending reality.
Woof.
Zook, what did you get?
14.
And Zane?
16.
Alrighty, and I gotta fucking do the guards too. Damn it. Okay, stand by.
Hell.
Heck.
God
Hey, Bill, why are you rolling?
damn it.
He's
Don't worry.
excited.
Don't worry, I'm just really excited to be here, guys.
Happy to be here, guys.
I keep looking at the stream instead of you guys and
Don't.
being out of
Well,
time.
stop.
Do you need dice, Mark?
Huh?
Do you need dice?
Okay, there we go. So, Zabradroxus is the first up. Zane is on deck, and Zook is in the hole. Zabradroxus is looking around at this point. He says, I don't know if one of them is going to fit.
Oh boy.
What do we do?
Well,
Just eat one of the guards.
so if we pull him in and there's nowhere for him to go, does he just disappear at the end of the turn?
You will not be able to pull him any further than that spot.
I can
Yeah.
on my turn, if I go before Zabadroxus, I can squeeze in with you're just shoosting, right? Grimald's unconscious. I'll just go sit on Grimald.
Well, you actually okay, yeah, okay. Then he'll just ready at that point then to open the door. How about that?
Okay, so we can make it work.
Yeah, we'll say it can just barely work. So with that, then Zane is up, Zook is on deck, and enemy is in the hole.
Sweet.
So
Okay.
Zane, what are you gonna do here? Oh wait, I think I gotta give you guys control.
Yeah, I need to be able to move my corpse.
I'm imagining you just inchworming.
Is Zook.
Death
Just the
throes.
body just rolling.
Save changes. Also, it's implied you have Hedgewitch on you at this point, just so you know.
Yep.
And
Because of the implication.
Because of the implication.
all right, you guys should have access to your characters now.
Sweet. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let me just mark myself as screaming again.
Don't. I need.
I'm
that's,
kidding.
That's
I
for
know, I'm
frightening.
kidding. It's for fighting.
Just write it. There's a paintbrush. Freehand it.
All right.
Or there's a text box too.
Yeah, text
So-
box 1.
Xbox One.
Does sleepy make sense?
Okay, so I am casting Shocking Grasp. Or I'm sorry, Lightning Lure.
You're casting it.
Right, it was going to open the door, right?
Well, you would want to ready it.
For when the door's open.
I thought he readied opening the door for when it was my turn.
He was readying for when you're ready.
He was readying for when Zook moves on top of Grimald, so there's room to pull him in. At the
gotcha.
moment, if you're gonna lightning lure him, he's gonna hit Zabradroxus, and he's not coming any further.
Yeah. Okay. So I will ready then as well. Double ready.
All right, that's that. Zook is
Lot of
up. Enemy
pressure
on
on me.
deck. Enemy in the hole. Zook.
A lot of pressure.
Great.
So now that he's moved, then I shift.
Nope, you did not ready a move. You readied a spell.
I can only ready one thing.
You can only ready one action on your turn.
Okay.
So at that point, now that he's moved, the door is going to open up inwards, and this guy is right here in front of you. You can, I'll let you hit him with that spell, but you're not going to be able to pull him in.
So good.
Kind of defeats the purpose of everything we just did then, though.
Sorry, buddy. That wasn't, it's a lesson in planning.
Only we had discussed it openly and I made clear exactly what we wanted to do. And then you said we could do it.
You guys are, I didn't say you could do it. Number one, I said, do what you will. Number two, fine. I'll put you here just to be a very nice and wonderful DM who doesn't have to do that and could easily make this a lesson in awful planning. But go ahead and cast your spell.
Then you should be surprised we're planning at all.
All right, I'll let you cast it. Go ahead.
Okay. So he has to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. It's going to be a 10.
Grip it and rip it.
Sweet. Grip it and rip it, baby.
Rip it and rip
So
it.
that's a fail. So I pull him, I'm guessing, right here.
Yeah, that's the only place for him to go. It barely squeezes him through Zabradroxus's giant frame at this point. I would say normally Zabradroxus can't open and then close, but I'll give you guys a break at this point, and he shuts it, holding it up against him. So
he also takes 4 damage, lightning damage.
4 lightning damage.
Yes. And now you guys have to fight an assassin in a very tiny space.
Well, it's better than him having a lot of room to move.
True. He definitely doesn't have sneak attack.
We are the danger.
So this isn't me helping you. This is me actually forgetting that they do open inwards because that makes more sense.
Huh.
So, all right. Anyway, with that, enemy is up. Enemy on deck. Guards are in the hole. This one's coming up right here. He's gonna try and bust the door against his Zabradroxus' earlier strength check, and he's gonna fail. So you continue to hear the assassin hammering against the door, and you hear him shouting. He goes, "They're in here!" At this point, enemy is up. Guard on deck. Guard in the hole. The assassin. Oh no, sorry. It's actually this one that goes first. So he would do it on his turn. My apologies. This assassin draws his short sword and he says, "I'm not trapped in here with you." And at that
but you
point,
are. You literally are.
He is going to attack Zane.
I can talk shit because he can't reach me.
All right, Zane, he is going to attack you twice. The first attack hits you with a 24.
Yep.
The second attack hits you with a 16.
I can deflect that.
All right. So as you bring your magic up, the first one slices into your arm and deals 7 piercing damage. The second one, you bring your magic up and block the sword. And he's just laughing as he's spinning his sword around.
Said 7?
Guards, yes, 7 piercing damage.
I'm
the 2
bleeding.
guards are up. They are interested in this.
No.
They're going to draw their crossbows.
You're also now
And
casting magic
then-
5 feet from them.
I'm going to give them disadvantage on these shots here. They're trying to fire around this chaos that's happening right now. So yeah. All right. So they're going to each fire 1 shot. The first one is a miss, and the second one is a miss, but no crit fails. As the 2 begin firing crossbow bolts, nervously making sure not to hit Zabradroxus or Zane at this point. And that'll be that for their turn. Zabradroxus is up. Zane on deck. Zook is in the hole. Zabradroxus, who's just above Buddy at this point, is going to Lightning Breath is a line, right? Yeah. He is going to look right at this assassin, lightning sparking from his mouth, and he just doesn't even say a word. The lightning just blasts forth. I'm being too loud. I can hear Tyler's picking up my mic.
I can't hear.
So the assassin needs to make a dex save. He succeeds with no problem at all. And he has evasion. So he takes no damage. So as the lightning As the lightning breath blasts down, the assassin jumps up and wedges himself in the corner of the wall, just barely missing him, and taking no damage at all. With that, Zane, you're up. Zook on deck. Enemy in the hole. Zane.
Where, just for future reference, you said there was like a window or a two-sided mirror or something in the room?
It's not a two-sided window. It's just a mirror. It's just a window, and it's right here.
Oh, okay. Not helpful. I was hoping we could like try to escape through another room or something. Okay. I will shocking grasp.
Okay.
Does he have metal armor?
He does not.
Okay. They never do. All right.
He's a rogue. Hello.
Hello. +4.
Is that a random null?
What?
Do we have a random null appearing?
I got a nat 1 on my roll for like shocking grasp.
You spin around, nearly hitting your father, and just kind of bringing yourself down to the ground. You're going to have disadvantage on any ranged or any attack you roll next round, or any next of your attacks is going to have disadvantage as you catch yourself. And that will be that for you then, Zane, because there's no moving in here. Zook, you're up. Enemy on deck. Enemy in the hole. Zook.
What weapons does Grimald have on his person?
Grimald?
I have a rapier, let me check. I think I have a dagger, but it's just unequipped.
Okay.
The 2 pistols
and
the smoke grenade.
Smoke grenade probably won't help us, right? It's just the words were said, and I got so intrigued by. All right, I don't think I'm.
No, just the rapier is the only like bladed weapon.
Proficiencies.
He's got a healing potion.
He does have a healing potion. Thank you, whoever that was. And then I go digging in his person and pour it down his gullet.
All right.
Because I am almost out of spells, and I'm not willing to use my last one yet.
Well, remember, and we've decided that drinking potions are bonus actions right now. So.
Then I also take his dagger.
I actually don't have one. Sorry, I thought I had one, but I don't see it on my equipment.
Well, I have one. I pull my dagger out and look like I intend to use it. I'm really holding it. Yeah.
Who do you want to roll the healing, Ben?
Whoever's drinking it. So go ahead and roll it, Grimald.
It's like a cheese cube spear.
It's like a letter opener.
8d4. Okay, cool.
He's like, ah.
I look really intent on using it. It looks dangerous, like it would be painful for a short amount of time.
Okay, sounds good. Is that it, Zook?
Yeah, I gave him the potion. And
Grimald, how much did you heal? Sorry.
28.
Wow. Holy fuck! What did we feed you? What was that?
That was a superior. That was like a magical item we found.
God damn.
Dude, I could.
So,
I maybe not. I would have fed him a smaller one.
There we go. Now you're small, and we can see Grimald still.
Unimportant.
All right. So, Grimald, as you open your eyes, as you feel this healing liquid running down your throat, your wounds begin to close up.
Welcome back.
Yes.
All right. Grimald,
Right
go ahead and roll for initiative. You
Oh
won't go
boy,
round still,
that's
but-
a 4.
Hell yeah.
I guess you could come. Well, I guess you could.
Welcome to the bottom.
All right. Enemy is up. Enemy on deck. Enemy in the hole.
Wait, that's weird. I heard 3 there.
Sorry. Guard in the hole. My apologies.
Okay, I got a little
You're good.
concerned.
You're good. Don't worry. All right.
One comes rappelling out of the ceiling.
The assassin's gonna take 2 more attacks on Zane. 19, Zane.
I pop shield. but I block it.
And a 12. So as it swings at you once, you bring your magical shield up, blasting the sword back. The second time it comes at you, and once again, just not strong enough to break through it. He's beginning to get a little pissed at this point. So with that, the other assassin's going to try and break the door down again.
Wait, after my nat 1, did you say I have disadvantage on my next attack, or that he has?
Your next attack. Okay. He is going to fail to break the door down at this point, and the guards are going to try and fire 2 more crossbow bolts at the assassin with disadvantage. That's a miss and a miss. And that is that. We're going to pause this combat for just a moment as we back up and go back to the garden as the group is leaving.
Hell yeah. Get out of there.
So, we should regroup, yes?
This is why they wanted you to stay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just hit me. I was slow to that one.
Yeah.
We should be still at the prison.
Cleaning up. You said cleaning.
We
Oh, she said they were cleaning up some ends.
We are ends.
Clean up crew, right? No.
She said, I'm cleaning up a mess.
Cleaning up a mess.
So what is that mess, maybe?
Well,
Zabradroxus.
yes, probably. Or, yeah.
Or the 2 prisoners that
we
captured.
Oh, we should probably
yes.
go there quickly, right?
Probably.
Yes.
Mess, and they were trying to prevent us from getting there, and that is the only thing that we can think of. I think that that's probably our best bet. And in the least, we will meet up with our companions and inform them of the information that we have just found out.
I just start running back to.
Yeah, we should move there quickly.
Yeah.
We run.
I love you guys.
All right. So you,
please give us sanctuary.
with no real reason to believe, right? Well, I guess I get it.
I cast sanctuary.
Make your way to the guard station.
I think it makes sense. You said
you guys have not been there before.
No, we have not. So we would have to.
Where's the guard station? I ask whoever's fucking next to me.
All right, roll a charisma check.
Where's Rachel?
23.
Whoa.
Holy shit.
Sorcerer, baby.
All right.
And we have the cow talk.
A 23 as she looks at you and she's just like, the guard station, and she just points you in the direction of where you could find it.
Thank you very much.
You wink.
You look great today.
No one else has anything they want to do.
Did you do your hair?
We're gonna move back to combat at this point.
I think it makes sense. I tried to role play it out.
No, it's good. It's fine. All right. So, Zabradroxus is up, Zane is on deck, and Zook is in the hole. Zabradroxus is going to first check for a recharge. He does not have one. So he is going to draw his maul and attack the assassin twice.
Oh, he's big.
Yeah, what's with him being giant?
His weapons do an extra 1d4, I think. Hang on.
That's it.
But does he have an increased strength?
I have an enlarge right here. I don't know why I'm asking.
Advantage. No, it's just checks and saving throws. So his weapons do an additional 1d4.
All right. Actually, he really should actually actively be holding the door. He can't attack. I just realized, and he probably shouldn't have breath weapon that one time, but that's okay.
He can hold a door and shoot lightning out of his mouth.
Sure.
Aye, and laser beams from his arse.
Ooh, not a good roll. He ends up rolling an 11 for his strength check to hold this one. So we'll see what happens.
Advantage, right, on those strength checks?
Yep, I did. All right. Zane is up. Zook on deck. Enemy in the hole. Zane.
Okay. I'm getting really frustrated with just missing over and over.
Mm-hmm.
So I cast Shadow Blade.
All right.
That sounds cool.
Let's see.
Threads of shadow weave together to create a sword of solidified gloom. It's basically just a really powerful sword.
Yeah, I
2d8
see.
psychic damage.
Awesome. So yeah, the sword just grows from appearing as a hilt in your hand as it begins to grow into a dark, shadowy blade. What kind of sword?
Oh, I get to pick?
Yeah, sure.
I
mean, it does the same amount of damage regardless. So it's just about how it looks.
Yeah.
Scimitar?
Yeah, I feel like scimitar fits the
Scimitar like Falchion, just like
that's what I thought.
Giant curved blade.
A scimitar appears in your hand, dark, kind of looming shadow kind of falling from it. And that is a bonus action cast, so you're going to attack with it?
Oh, yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll.
Let me just roll another nat 1 really quick. 12.
A 12
sure that doesn't hit.
Will not hit him as he jumps back against the wall, the blade slicing just past his chest at this point.
Oh, I have disadvantage anyway.
Well, and you're good. It still misses. And
you rolled so poorly, it was an error.
I added a second plus this way.
Zook, you are up. Enemy on deck. Enemy in the hole. Zook.
Grimold, can I help you with anything? The bird does the flyby and the helping. Is the room tall enough for her to fly?
I guess over like everyone who isn't Zaberdrox.
The L, yeah, over the L.
Yeah.
Okay, she goes down, what is that? 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, and then comes back 20. She just does like the full L and comes back. And then she does flyby help. So next person who attacks the top left corner guy gets a advantage. And again, Grimold, do you need help with anything? Booby?
I may try to treat with the assassin.
Okay, I would love to help with that by telling you fucking bad idea.
We don't know what they want.
Oh, I have a good idea. They had part of it done when you were unconscious on the floor.
I must have missed that.
You were sleeping. It's fine. You were tired.
All right. Enemy is up.
Yeah, I have nothing else.
Enemy is up. Enemy on deck. Guards in the hole. As the assassin is going to say, I think it's time we make some room in here. And he's going to attack Zaberdroxus instead.
Yes, Ben, fight yourself.
There can only be one.
A 16, which is a miss.
I would watch this stream if
and a 22, which is a hit.
Against
and he's going to deal
You've heard of one man plays.
9 piercing damage to Zaberdroxus, as Zaberdroxus is once again bloodied. And that will end his turn. Enemy is up. Guard on deck, Grimold in the hole, as the enemy is going to attempt to bust the door down once again, and will make it this time. The door blasts open, and that is his action, so he can't really do anything else. But the door is wide open at this point. Guard is up. Grimold on deck. Guard in the hole. He's going to try and attack. And fail. Grimold, you're up.
Oh. All right. I'm going to shout to the assassin.
Okay.
What would it take for us to leave alive? Or for us to leave. Sorry, that's what I'm saying. without problem.
Give me the bleeding girl behind you, and I am gone. And you look at the assassin that you guys have been interrogating that's bleeding from her mouth still.
I'll look at Zook. Can he really like respond whether or not he got enough from? Yeah.
You could ask him. He could respond.
Okay.
It's a quick response, but he can respond.
Okay. Then I'll just kind of whisper to Zook. Do you have what you need?
Well, if they're so intent on getting her back, I'm thinking there's more to be had.
If you take her, we leave.
I do not care about you. You are simply in my way.
Is this agreeable? I'll shout it to the room. I don't want to overstep on how much I can talk to everyone.
At this point, I feel like it might be good to just let it go. That wasn't really my voice. We're not in the best of shape at the moment. Does Zabradroxus say anything?
Zabradroxus looks pissed, angry, bloody. He has not said a word yet. He's just staring down at this assassin. At this point, Grimald, are you going to take an action?
No.
Okay. If you're trying to convince the NPCs like the guards and Zabradroxus to stand down, could you roll a persuasion check for me?
Sounds good. I'm very persuasive, so this is going to be great.
I sense sarcasm.
7.
There it is.
Okay. Guard, one of the Dragonborn guards, begins foaming her eyes. We won't get in trouble, Inquisitor.
Sometimes we need to make exceptions.
He puts everything away. Zabradroxus is up. And he simply says, "Fuck the Blackthorn." And lightning crackles from his mouth once again as it blasts down on the assassin, who needs to roll a dex save.
I was with him the whole time.
They roll a 14, which is a failure. That's 8d6.
Oh.
You remember that one time where there was a bad guy standing there and now there's just a scorch mark? It was awesome.
I feel like this is a growth moment for Grimholt. Because he desperately wants to get back to Aldous.
No, I cast enlarge on Zabadroxus, not on you.
Yakety smackety do.
All right. I'm sorry, I'm doing math. The assassin still has evasion, so he manages to kind of like jump up on the wall and dodge most of it. He clips his legs, hitting him, and he falls to the ground. He's just, then you'll die with her.
Does he look bloody?
No.
Oh my god. I know he took half, but god damn it.
Dad.
We just finished a giant fight.
And there's
Zane
3
is
more
up,
of them.
Zook is on deck, and enemy is in the hole. Zane, do you have anything you want to say or do?
Well, shit. I'm gonna. Okay, I have a question for you. Is there any way that my breath attack can hit both of the guys. The door's open all the way.
No, yeah, I guess it could. That's technically a line, so I suppose.
Yeah. Sweet.
Are you sure though?
I'm afraid. Why shouldn't I be sure?
Do
Okay.
it.
Because you don't have tanks or healers. That's
You're not there, Demetrius.
Well, I mean, my father just attacked. I don't really feel like. I think we've moved past the point of being able to make this deal still.
You don't need to justify it. I'm just asking if you're sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was more a response to Mitch. Like, I don't think that I could just stop at this point, and there's our way out. Yeah, why not? That's fun. We'll go for it. So they have to make a dex save as well.
Okay. 2 dex saves for 2 assassins.
Yeah.
Number 2 first, he gets a 24. Number 1
just barely
gets a 23.
Yeah. So
they both completely dodge the lightning breath, and that is that.
I just bow my head in shame as my dad just railed that dude, and I missed both of them.
Arnold, your sex tape.
Zook,
damn
you're
it.
up. Enemy on deck. Enemy in the hole. Zook.
I don't know. Zook casts. Now, hold on. Real quick? What's holding the door open? It's just like you said he broke the door down and open. Is it just kind of like hanging there?
Yeah.
Does it look like I could push the door shut?
Yeah.
I mage hand and I push the door shut.
Okay, it's shut, but no one's holding it. Unless you're gonna hold it with 5 pounds of force.
No, but I figure the Zabadroxus is up before the guy who broke it down the first time, I think.
Maybe.
Okay. And that was a cantrip, which I think is that one's an action, mage hand. Action, yep. So that's it for me. Yep. And then Hedgewitch does the help.
All right. Enemy is up. Enemy on deck. Guard in the hole as the assassin readies his attack. Enemy is up. Guard on deck. Grimald's in the hole. This assassin opens the door. And at that point, this one attacks
10 pounds heavier.
I'm not even going to make him roll. That one attacks Zabadroxus at that point.
Is opening a door an action, maybe?
No.
I'm just begging at this point.
It's part of your move when it's just opening. However, his first attack is a miss. Oops, sorry. His second attack on Zabadroxus is more of a hit. That one is going to stab into him for... Oh, where's my D6? There it is. 4 piercing damage to Zabadroxus. And now the other enemy is going to go. The other assassin is going to attack with his short sword. The first one is a 20, which hits, and that is a sneak attack.
Wait, what's the sneak attack?
That first attack that the assassin made.
How do you get a sneak attack? How do you get a sneak attack?
With the use of having an ally within 5 feet threatening the target.
Fucking rogues in 5e.
Got him.
4, 5. Ooh.
It's the diet here.
For 20 piercing damage on Zabadroxus, who is still alive. but just barely as he's stabbed right up through the ribs at this point. He screams out, roars, this powerful dragon roar as the assassin withdraws his sword and attacks one more time with a miss. He's still standing at this point. Guard is up, Grimald on deck, guard in the hole. The guard at this point, seeing that the fight is still happening, is going to fire with disadvantage the crossbow at the assassin, and he'll miss.
He has the help action, so it's not with disadvantage.
Oh, my apologies. Thank you for reminding me. That's a hit.
Hey.
1d8.
Hey.
Take the boy out of the fighter, but you can't take the fighter out of the boy.
8 damage to the assassin as the bolt hits him, just plugging into the studded leather armor. He's, Grimald, you're up. Enemy on deck. Zaberdroxus is in the hole. Grimald.
I'm going to shout to the assassins. If it's about information, none has to be passed. And I cock my pistol and hold it to the unconscious, restrained assassin's head.
Okay.
And I wait for a response from the other assassin to see if that would appease.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay, that's a 17.
Call off your watchdog.
They may not listen. I am trying to treat with you.
Very well. Then you will live.
And at that point, you need to make a decision.
All of us must live. Or none of us will. You included.
Okay. Do you have an action from there?
Intimidation?
You could try.
Oh, no.
We'll try.
Fuck it.
It's like 3 different.
How do dice just disappear whenever they hit the floor?
That's a 15.
A 15? You kind of hear a snicker from under his mask.
Tell him to eat it. He's not being himself.
All right. With that, the guard is up. Zaberdroxus is on deck, and Zane is in the hole. So the guard is going to fire a crossbow bolt at number 2. This time he is not aided. And that's a miss. All right. Zaberdroxus is up. Zane on deck. Zook is in the hole. We're going to do a recharge check. He does recharge. He's going to fire another lightning breath at number 2. Number 2 fails his save. It's 8d6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 13, 17, 18, 23, 24 lightning damage to the assassin, which is halved due to his evasion. As the assassin once again performs a death-defying dodge once again and narrowly escapes being burnt to a crisp. However, is just now bloodied as you see like this burning sore on his chest where his armor has been burned away by the lightning. He's bleeding from it. Zane is up. Zook is on deck, and enemy is in the hole. Zane.
It only took 8 of us to bloody him.
Yeah.
Okay. This is grim. I will swing with my Shadow Blade with a 14.
14. That is a miss.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, buddy. I know it's been rough for you. It's just the chaos of your father being injured at this point, the assassins all packed in tight, everything going crazy. You just can't seem to get your head in the right spot to get a good attack going. With that, maybe just stop using roll 20 forever. With that, we've got the Zook is up, enemy on deck, enemy in the hole. Zook.
So who with us is bloodied? Literally everybody except for myself and the guards, right?
Sounds about right.
I don't think it's going.
Oh, Grimold's not bloodied.
I look at Grimold and I say, "This isn't going well, is it?"
As I'm still holding the gun to the restrained person's head, like shaking my no.
Forgive me, and I cast rope trick.
Okay, it is cast. Is it like how like do you just climb into it? Is it an action or?
Let me see exactly how
Let's
the movement
check.
piece of it looks.
60 feet long. Once the end of the rope then rises into the air, once the whole rope hangs perpendicular to the ground at the upper end of the rope. Extra dimensional space can be reached by climbing to the top of the rope. Space can hold as many as 8 medium creatures.
So it looks like it's only going to be as tall as this room is.
Okay, so yeah, they just got to climb fairly easy up. Okay, sounds good.
Is it less than 25 feet?
Yes.
Okay, I send Hedgewitch to do her aid flyby, and then on her way back, she flies up into the hole with me.
Sounds good.
And
you're both gone?
Yeah, I'm gonna go boop, boop.
Sounds good. As you all watch Zook just peace out up into the top area.
To be clear, I did leave the rope hanging down.
Of course,
it's an option.
Let me I've been forgetting to mark that just so I remember. All right. At that point, enemy is up, enemy on deck. Guard is in the hole. The assassin laughs. The gnome is the smartest of you all. And at this point, he swings back at Zabradroxus once again for a sneak attack. That's a 19, which hits.
Well, an unconscious Zabadroxus might be the best thing for the situation. But a dead Zabadrox would be the worst thing.
18 piercing damage on Zabradroxus as he goes down. Another one, another short sword straight to the gut, and he twists it, digging in at Zabradroxus. As he roars out, he withdraws the sword, and he collapses unconscious. And you hear, "Before I continue, is there any surrender in order?"
The terms remain. If we survive, the asset is yours.
He looks mainly at Zane at this point, with his sword down near Zabradroxus. Who, by the way, was rope trick concentration?
No.
Okay, so he's still large.
I kind of take a longing look at my father and like lower my sword.
It's done. Clear.
I'll wait. Oh, it's not the same manacles. I'll look at the guards and put my hand out and give me the key.
Roll persuasion check.
Okay, that's a 14.
Shakily, he hands you the key.
restrained assassin and push them towards the conscious standing ones.
As you push her forward, she hits the table and begins to walk around. And she's just and
he's bleeding profusely this whole time.
He holds his hand out for her. He goes, "It's over now." He takes her hand and pulls her toward him as the sword just goes right through her throat. And she just she begins to choke on her own blood and just die as he pulls the sword out and carelessly drops her. With it done. And they will step out. Does anyone try and stop them?
Nope.
I'm just confused why they wouldn't want Matt to kill, or
While you were still attacking, they saw you as a threat and would not treat with me.
Matt wasn't Grimald wasn't offering to kill her. He was saying, he was saying, if I kill her, you'll stop attacking us. And they were basically like, we're not the ones attacking at this point. So.
Oh, they just, okay.
Gotcha. They were defending themselves. So with that, as Zabradroxus is laying unconscious, Zook is hiding in his rope trick. The rest of the group arrives at the guard station. As all of you arrive, what do you do?
What do we see?
Yeah.
The doors are closed.
We go in.
There are no guards outside.
We go in.
Go in.
Okay. You go and open the doors. And as you do, you see an elf standing there, black mask, hood. And he turns and I'm sorry, the guard station is closed for now. You may come back. If it is an emergency, go find a Warforged.
It is not close to us, I am sorry. We were coming in.
His eyes, his eyebrows raise. Look.
Are you from the White Rose or the Blackthorns?
Yes.
I'm Black Rose.
Oh, Black Rose or White Rose. Okay, so new Rose, got it. Well,
I'm Black Rose.
Yeah, White Rose tried to kill us before, and now it is Black Rose. Right? I'm getting this right?
No, so remember, the Black Briar said she doesn't care if we die or not.
Yes.
She's just cleaning up a mess.
She was working in the Black Rose area.
Okay.
She had said that.
Got it. I got confused with the roses, I think. Sorry.
It's
Because there was 3 different roses, right? There was white, black,
Red,
and
white, and black. Those are people. The Black Thorn is the organization.
Correct.
Okay.
I assume is like an officer position.
Got it. Okay. Well, regardless, no matter what rose you are, you have been trying to kill us, and we would like you to stop, please.
Not trying to kill you, friend. Though you have just walked in here after I have told you not to. So, if you do not turn around, I will not try to kill you. That much I can promise.
You see, our friends are in here, and we must retrieve them. So.
Yes. Have you seen a small man with a big hat? He's like this big.
And a big man with a small hat.
At this point, you hear coming from around the corner as a couple of more walk out. They go, "His friends are fine. We have dealt with it."
Insight check.
What did he say? I'm sorry, I didn't understand that.
His friends are fine.
Oh, okay.
What'd you get?
6.
Tough to read. It's really tough to read in this situation. We have gotten what we need. It is time to go.
You are not going anywhere until I see them alive.
And the elf holds his hands up and steps to the side and gestures for you to go check for yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go.
I go.
We go.
You all go to look?
Keep an eye on them. No. Don't come with me. Just watch them.
I'll wait here. And I hold up my, not in a threatening position. I just hold up my spear a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look and see.
Blocking the doorway intentionally.
Who's going with Aldous? Is it just him?
I'm going.
Okay.
Go with him.
Aldous, Joe, and Varys run. As you reach the T in the hall, one of the elves goes, left, right, right. And you follow the directions and come to a scene where you see blood leaking out into the hall at this point.
Gross.
You arrive at the open door and see them all. What are you guys doing there? I assume you've been stabilizing Zabradroxus.
Yeah.
From all seen. Look.
Yeah.
I'll
be guarding the door, like I could say.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay up in here until I know I'm good.
Okay, Zane, go and roll a medicine check for me.
Can we say one of the guards is aiding?
Sure.
I got a 14 anyway. Nice.
23.
There you go.
Yeah, crit.
Can't crit on skill checks, but that does heal him and stabilize him. And he could tell his breathing is steady. His wounds are stopped at this point. He has decreased in size, I believe. Finally,
he deflates.
Yes.
yeah, I could just turn it off. His holes. In my mind, his holes are easier to plug when he's smaller.
Are you just poking your head out of the rope trick, or it's only a minute anyway, so we'll go. So with that, you guys arrive at this scene.
Okay, so where is Zook?
Oh, I'm up here.
You are all safe.
Generally.
My hands are covered in my father's blood. I'm like, as safe as we can be, I suppose.
We are all alive, and so are you, Aldous, which I am glad to see.
Do we stop these men coming outside here? They're trying to leave.
I do not believe this is wise.
Wait, stop them?
No.
Oh.
We will fight another day.
Got it, okay. Hey, let them pass. They're okay.
Got it. You can go now, friend.
I am so glad to have your permission.
You're welcome.
And at that point, the four of the assassins step around the one that's been speaking mostly and walk out the door. And he looks back and whistles. And you hear a whistle respond. And then he walks out.
Okay, we need to regroup together and because while it is horrible to have assassins after us, they are hired by somebody else. So we are only fighting the middleman. We are not actually addressing the person that is the problem. So
you will regroup and discuss this when we get back from our break. So, with that being said, it's a great timing on Bill. Did you catch Pippin?
Actually, he got caught by the police and then brought home. So, yeah.
Oh, that's what you mean by the idiot got arrested?
Yeah, no, he did. He was caught. Somebody caught him and then called the police and got him arrested. So, yeah, I'm not sure what he got arrested for.
The
But
best part about this is Pippin is your son's name, right?
yeah, that's my son. My 3-year-old actually got out. Yeah,
He was probably got arrested for playing on the playground.
it's true. It's true.
So it's
Can't
a
help
Class
himself.
B misdemeanor right now. So,
what an asshole.
Are you serious?
yeah.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah,
smart.
right?
I agree.
Anyway, we are going to go ahead and take a quick break, and we will come back to see what is sure to be a rousing hour and a half of discussion to wrap up our night. So don't go anywhere. We will be back. Bye.
Hit that subscribe button.
Hit
All
that
right, we'll be
subscribe
right back.
button if you have Twitch Prime.
Hit it.